age of a new king draws nearer.
There's a letter and a package from Barda. Oh my gosh, you're giving me more stuff lately. You're so kind.
About the currents.
New Year's plans to be ready tomorrow, and it seems like the tide has calmed down a bit too. We should be able to set off for Albitaire soon. Considering Philadelphia's still unmet, how about we spend the rest of the day helping people out? And next look suggested we should repay those who have done so much for us. It wouldn't hurt to have their support in the future after all. I shall accompany you in this. I'm quite sure that I would be most useful. I think this is the last day on the island. We need to spend tonight formulating our plans for tomorrow. So if there's something else you wanted to do, let's get it done during the day. Got it? Yes, ma'am. Alonzo, what do you give me? Deuces. You won't unlock till 8. Or item shops. Oh. Okay, maybe. I think I'm gonna do Barden because 6 gets me half the turn. Yeah, I think Bardon. We're gonna hang out with Bardon instead. Yeah, let's hang out with Bardon. That just scared me. Yeah. Get him, because that's pretty good. Have you come? Glad you're here. Personally, I'm sorry, forget it. I'm rather busy. Beside myself at the moment. I'm busy. Oh, they had another vote for governor. Should be announcing the results in a minute. Wanna go take a listen? Now, you behold the results. I'll admit it was closer than I expected. But regardless, henceforth I shall rule instead of you, Bardon. Impossible! There can't be that many people who support the likes of you. You bribed the marauders. Oh, you rigged the vote. You're too much of a coward to act honest.
Well, you see...
There's no foul play to be had here, Bardon. We had the whole thing under close watch, and there was nothing suspicious about it.
It's absurd.
That can't be. Your watch would miss something. And for all we know, Grossek's lackeys are afoot. Your behavior is scaring people.
Look.
Bardon, relax. The expression on your face is going to scare people. Bardon, you doubt even me now? This is pitiful to watch, Bardon. You need to accept the truth. Ordinary men with delusionals of heroism are not fit to rule. You're at fault for all that has happened. It's not his fault. But y'all supported me. That's why I became governor. That's how I poured my blood, sweat, and tears into him.
But please.
And now you're all looking at me like I'm scum? I was protecting you. I was acting for the common good.
How can it be?
You asked me to protect you, and I fell short on one wee thing, and it's all whispers behind my back. Who among you cares about the town? Fine, have it your way. Will the people? Grissix can protect you now. Eh, you know what? Go ahead. He's not wrong. He's hurt. Shouting insults and then running away. A shaker of responsibility to the very end. Well, no matter, good riddance. And now here's how I will handle security. Lord Bardon, there's a giant sandworm. Where's Sir Bardon? I report to him as soon as possible. About that, reports are to go to Lord Ghostix henceforth. But what's the matter? A giant sandworm nest has been spotted and a worm is now approaching. Sir Bardon said to report anything like this right away.
Oh, no.
A giant sandworm? Sir Ghostix, what do we do?
What?
Calm down. We have defensive barriers. Yes, ones he built with your taxes. And besides, a giant sandworm wouldn't come here, wouldn't it? Well, we thought it wouldn't, but Bardon only had you looking for nests, so he would have an excuse to collect taxes for defense. It was all part of the deceit. You understand? Nothing is happening. There's nothing to be afraid of. Oh, you coward, you fool. Is there a giant sandworm coming? Oh, it's coming. I could feed your governor, if you mind. Oh, it's you. What did I do? What in the world should I do now that I've been ousted? Now that I've... Oh yeah, the sandworm.
Whoa.
You say a giant sandworm's coming here? I bet it's a human too, isn't it? Those defensive barriers won't stand a chance against a human. But there's something I can do now. I'm not a governor. There's something you can do. The children are afraid. Will you abandon them? There is something you can do.
On the other hand...
Protect them. Me? But I... No, yeah. have the right of it. There's no time for self-pity. The human must be stopped. But first things first, I don't want to see the town fall into chaos. Have the guards declare it was a false alarm. While they do that, I'll exterminate the beastie myself. Whatever needs to be done, I'll do it.
I'm sorry.
But truth be told, against a human, I don't stand a chance. I'll put aside my pride and ask you to help me, hey, my guy. Of course.
Yeah.
Of course I'll help. Hey, my guy, I'm forever in your debt. Wait,
I see.
but I think of that nonsense. I was just saying, pretending I couldn't do anything. Why? You don't need to be a governor to protect people. I can feel Barton's unshakable resolve in his death. Do I get to fight, though? Am I fighting?
I shall bar his meddling with
Rapid. Yeah, okay, I like that.
Is that right then?
We should be able to get there quickly with your gauntlet runner. I'm going to investigate the location, so I'll help you come back another day. Oh.
This one's important.
Oh. Yeah. Eventually. I'm busy right now. Much thanks to you. Hey, my guy. We'll send the monsters back to the heck if it where it came from. Yeah. Eventually. Sure. We'll do that eventually.
What's up, Dal? Something on your mind?
That's nothing. Just thinking.
Oh no. You're not still feeling unwell, are you?
It's just the twinge now, that's all. I'm sharp as ever, me.
You sure? Because I remember, once the big fever passed, you went hot and cold again a couple more times. I've never seen you go down like that.
I said I'm fine, didn't I? God, but you don't worry too much. Come on, I'm starving.
No way he dies. No way, right?
Something's bothering me.
Really? He seemed pretty healthy to me.
Just a bad feeling, I suppose. It was a human that wounded him. Hard to say whether the magla might have any nasty side effects. You know.
You mean he may need magic healing? I don't know if we're gonna find that here on the island.
Hey, is there any way we could get Rella to take a look at him? Magla-born symptoms can take a turn for the worse incredibly fast, no matter how healthy you are. I'd rather not let it fester.
Well, we do claim to help anyone in need, eh? But don't forget that we're fighting a battle. And if you cannot distinguish friend and foe on the battlefield, it will be your end.
I know you're right. But I get the feeling those two are telling themselves the same thing.
What if now? What if, instead of speeding to her doorstep, we ask her saintliness to come here? It'll just take a bit of conspiring to get our story straight. I mean, I'm not normally a chap to take sides in this sort of thing, but those two hardly strike me as the evil type.
Look, Captain, I wouldn't feel right ignoring this. Will you please go to the royal capital for me?
Yeah, sure.
No problem. I'll go.
I knew you'd say that. Well, if Rella's coming here, I guess it won't be that much trouble.
Thanks. I remember I called you too soft once. I see now I was wrong.
Call me
If
soft?
that's sorted, let's get it done sharpish before any complications crop up.
You're soft. Call me soft.
Thank you so much for your help leading the evacuation. They tell me not everyone got a chance to thank you. So on their behalf...
Don't worry about it. Didn't want the annihilation of a whole village on my conscience is all.
Wasn't expecting you to handle the evacuation side, Del. Thought for sure you'd be the first in the fray with the human.
They healed me up. Gotta repay the favor, don't I? Wouldn't feel right otherwise.
Then for their sake, you should take care of yourself, too.
What? Who the hell? No way. Aren't you Saint Rella?
You're joking. You're not joking. Why is she here?
I called for her and she came. You that surprised? I know people in the Crown Theocracy. My work speaks for itself these days.
It's almost time for the Saints' Day festivities in Montario. Having been invited, I was in the area. I heard about your splendid work, Fidelio and Basilio. I hardly recognize the two of you.
You remember us?
Of course.
Oh.
This is a bit of a reversal, though. Back then, it was you helping treat Basilio's wound. I can tell how far you've come since then.
Ugh.
But I've also heard about your own injury. Your right foot, I'm guessing. Have you felt any sudden fevers come on? Let me have a look.
I like the tall one more.
That should do. I can see you had an expert looking after you already. Physically, you're as well as anyone could ask. But... Fidelio, is there something you feel lost or anxious about?
Where's that coming from?
I've talked to lots of people and observed the flow of their magic. By now, I'm certain that Magla is connected to our emotions. When I speak to someone who's feeling strong emotions, I can sense the state of their heart as if seeing it with my own eyes.
Nah, I'm sound. Nothing's getting me down.
I see. Then you should be fine. Just don't take life for granted, or your treatment will have been for nothing. Keep on living, all right? For now, let's see. Run to the beach and back with Basilio. If you can make it without slowing down, then clearly there's nothing wrong with your foot.
Hey, sounds like a laugh. Just like when we were kids. Step lively, Del, or I'll leave you behind.
Hey, what the hell? I said I'm fine. Oh, damn it. Basilio! Hang on!
Thanks, Rella. When you told me about the first time you'd saved someone's life, I didn't realize you were talking about them.
You're in Luis's entourage now. Yet you needed our stories to match in front of the brothers. You're swimming in dangerous waters, aren't you? Not just that, you've got a gauntlet runner that can teleport across the land and an elder captain who wields it through magic. That's a lot to take in.
Well, how do I put this?
I didn't realize it when I met you before, but you're already one of the top candidates. I saw the King's Rock. Are you intending to confront Luis?
Yes, that's right.
Well, there you have it.
So you are committed to this path, no matter what. I knew this day might come. It's not my place to stop you.
Come now, do you have to be so bleak? I've already spent my fair share of time with Luis, you know.
Don't underestimate Luis. As far as the Crown Theocracy knows, the King's magic will protect the highest candidates from any harm. And they think that guarantees their safety at the festival. But I've done my research. Some attacks the barrier can't stop. I believe the magic only prevents underhanded approaches, like ambush.
So there's a loophole.
It's not widely known, but take a duel, for instance. Both parties identify themselves, fight with consent, and the magic won't protect them, no matter their standing.
But if you just have to identify yourself and agree to fight... Oh, was that why the battle with Gladel?
Suffice it to say, the King's Shield is not perfect, and Luis will surely exploit that. I have a terrible feeling there will be bloodshed before Saint's Day is over. I won't try to stop you, but be careful down the road, all right?
Understood.
Yes, understood.
Then please, look after Juna.
Yeah, sure.
Ugh, you do know I'm not a child anymore.
Keep up, Del! Gotta be faster than that!
Spring-heeled bastard, you've got the height advantage. Damn it, you haven't won yet.
I suppose we'll have to leave it there.
Way to ruin the mood. Rude. We sent Rella back to Grand Trad with teleportation magic, avoiding the gaze of the brothers who were fortunately too winded to notice. Imagine not noticing. Game? Just gonna ask to read my book to watch.
Can't deny it this time, though. You lot did fantastic.
And Lady Juna's safe too. I owe you thanks for that, if nothing else. The islanders gave us a map of the east side of the island. Their way of thanking us, I suppose. You're welcome to it, if you don't waste it.
Yeah, she's totally safe. She didn't die. Like, she died a couple times. Just a couple. But overall, yeah. She was totally safe.
See? Old Del's great at looking after people. He saved loads of them in the evacuations.
Oh, belt up, would you? Been meaning to ask. That's a book, yeah?
Didn't take you for a book reader. Lord Luis likes them though. Often got his head berries in one.
By the way, doesn't Lord Luis have this same book? I hear it's been banned.
How should we know? Not like we grew up round books. People barely literate nowadays, frankly.
So, what's it say? As long as we're killing time anyhow, let me see it.
See?
In this world, one can become anything they desire. Neither birth nor status decides your occupation.
Huh? Sounds grand, that. You think this place really exists?
Of course not, you muppet. It's a fantasy, remember? Anyone is free to become anything. This is a paradise of equality and freedom, devoid of discrimination or prejudice. Pretty words, them. But if everybody's free to do what they want, they'll work out their own reasons to be prejudiced. You can call it a utopia, but I reckon people living in it might romanticize our world too. At the end of the day, dreaming of escape will only ever be a dream. Nothing changes unless you do it with your own hands.
Aye. But if we really could do anything, I quite fancy opening up a little diner with you, Del.
You like singing, eh? And I'm dead handy with a cook pan. We could invite Lady Juna over. Host a fancy soiree of our own. Every night, just us and our best mates living it up. You telling me you don't like the sound of that?
Get your head out of the clouds, Baz. We're long past being able to get away with that. Doesn't matter anyway. A dream is just a dream.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Yes, man. My luck! How dare they? Well, then we'll be departing today, but that's but this is blah blah. But that, I can't read anymore. Well, then we'll be departing today, but what's this I hear about a festival on the island? The islands all seem to be heading for the coast.
Yes, of course.
The village wants to show their gratitude to us and wishes a safe journey. Thanks to the tides, I believe we can still make it by the daylight even if we leave tomorrow. The festivities include a sacred rite where a dragon god statue is set alight in a ceremonial bonfire. It's said that if you offer prayers to it with someone, your wishes will come true. Oh, isn't that just marvelous? And who will our dear captain pray with us tonight? I wonder. You're reading into it, much into it. Calm down, calm down. Calm down. Sure. Oh, okay, it was an hour. With that decided, we'll help the villagers prepare for the festival, and once the Efi of the Dragon God is complete, the sun was already down. Oh. Oh, okay.
Didn't expect them to throw such a party before our departure. A far cry from our first night here in a cell.
I hear 'tis a festival in the Dragon God's name, meant to ensure a safe sea voyage. In place of a lighthouse, their fire is kept burning until the morning.
I say, these locals are barely well informed. They're up to their gills in practical and theoretical magna theory. Not as focused on the mechanicals as us mainlanders, but the land's far from barbaric. Their insights could rather improve the runner's design, you know? Ah, speaking of, I finished with the lance replica.
We're finally ready.
Woo! Grand, ain't it? Del's all better. And we've got some choice souvenirs to bring back to Lord Luis.
We're not out of the woods yet. Don't be too quick to celebrate.
Hey, come on, lads, loosen up! It's a party! We've all earned a little fun.
And you? What's a sanctist fat cat like you doing getting all giddy over a pagan festival?
I have to laugh, don't I?
You know, I thought the Crier's life had made me pretty knowledgeable about our world, but turns out most of what I knew was lies. Makes me think, maybe this is how my old father felt.
Crier a family trade, eh? Imagine that.
The Crown Theocracy does love their hereditary titles. Yeah, my old man was a serious fella. More than me, that's for sure. He called out corruption where he saw it. Made him a pariah. But there you go. Yeah, I remember he once flat out suggested igniters were more dangerous than the Crown Theocracy was letting on. And there was that riot in the slums, of course, the one started by that Parapus. The church dismissed it as paupers revolting over their conditions. But my old man, well, he said it wasn't a riot at all. Outright accused the Crown Theocracy of turning an innocent Parapus feral through horrific magic experiments.
What?
Who knows what really happened there? Either way, nobody took my father seriously. He was condemned as a liar, and he died young. Just the way it is, I suppose. People will always prefer their own feelings to the truth. Happiness is a luxury hard to come by otherwise. Hard to care about the world after that. I was a poor excuse for a crier, if you ask me. Yet, here I am. It's beyond weird. Somehow, you lot have managed to make the world seem interesting again. I'm genuinely grateful, you know? It makes a man feel as if he owes you.
You owe us nothing. Can't afford any rumors about you being biased in our favor, anyway.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Honestly, though, you need anything, you've got me on your side. I'll do what I can. For now, I'll catch a boat ride to Altabri ahead of you. Once this festival's over, it'll be farewell for the moment. So, let's make this a bash to remember.
Oh, he's running.
Now, time for some fun. Bring out the treats!
Of course, she's gonna be happy.
Those are? The fruit is called dragon's tears. They're quite precious. Their tree only bears once every few years.
Ah, tis delicious. Beyond delicious.
Wonderful. This again. Hulkenberg's tastes are a dubious metric at best.
Please, it's the rarest of harvests, and we would like to share it with you.
The juices burst forth as I put it in my mouth.
Sounds. I feel quite.
She
quite
drunk.
Right.
She's high. She's either high or drunk.
What's going on? There's something odd about the way those two are laughing.
Oh, they're high.
Who's crying? What is this fruit?
You see, in old long times ago, people ate this to reach a higher plane of existence.
They're high.
And talk to the gods.
Ha! Yes, you certainly appear to have reached some higher state.
Phew. Finally back to normal. Well, that sure felt like a festival. Not that I'm complaining. Oh, and did you hear? The people of this island make a wish over that flame. It's said that if you write your wish on a piece of paper, it'll bring you good luck. You don't often get to relax like this. So why don't you go there with someone?
We still have plenty of time. There's a rare opportunity. Who should I invite?
Have you decided on someone?
Oh. I like Stroll. Hulkenberg might kill me. Juna might stab me. With Juna, I have to sleep with one eye open. Gallica may also be asleep with one eye open. You fussy. Nope, don't wanna get the she already thought a handshake was something else. Heisman, I like Heisman, yours. You know, we'll just go with Juna. What can go wrong? Maybe she'll sing to us. I wish I could save and see like everyone's.
Great!
Oh, this is not okay. Two people walking side by side and enveloped by the sound of waves as the sun I regret this. Disappears into the darkness of a starry sky stretched overhead. I wonder what others would think if they saw us like this. Siblings or something, parent and child maybe? That we had something sibling or something. They probably think we look like siblings.
Gosh.
Oh, pish, that's because there's no mood between us. I wonder though, what's going to happen when you find that special someone? I suppose I stand as much as a chance as any other, no? No. This is not Persona. This is not Persona. Calm down. Calm down. Ah, but shall we head to the fire? Wouldn't want the others to worry if we're not back before dark. I should just brought Gallica and called it a day. Well, I can sense the magma flowing through the flames. I'm not really one to beg a deity for anything, but given the situation we're in, anything's worth a try. You don't pray? Do you dislike the idea of praying for help? Nothing against it per se, I just prefer to take action than to leave it to someone else's hands, no matter how godly. Not to say I think I'm some kind of superwoman that I can bend fate to work out exactly as I want it to. Being Rella's little sister, becoming a songstress, helping the prince, meeting you, and standing here now. You can't chalk all that up to sheer force of will. There's got to be a grander power that's guided me along, no matter how gently. So let's get to it, shall we? We're going to pray to the dragon god for our efforts to bear fruit. Wait, why is that paper so puny? You don't expect me to fit my every wish in such a small space, do you? Do it. It's late, isn't it? But hey, I can perhaps stay with you a little longer. There's something I want to give you, hey my guy. It's something It's nothing so special. I just want you to know I appreciate that you're always doing your best. I picked out something I thought you would suit you. You can stop building it up. Thank you. That's really nice of you. If you keep up this pace, who knows? Maybe one day you'll be you'll be a man strong enough to be worthy of me. Don't keep me waiting.
Bye.
Stop it. No. No, I regret it. Gina gave me a gift in return to the gift. What did she give me? Stylish fan. She gave me something for her. This is for her, not for me. Well, I mean, I could use it.
Tell, you hear all that? What that cry was talking about?
Yeah. Sounded proper familiar to me.
It's easy to blame the Sanctus Church for the whole thing. But maybe not all of them were happy about it. Makes you think. I remember St. Rella looked like her heart was breaking, seeing us at death's door. Maybe she knew what was going on. Del. What do we believe in, really? Are we absolutely positive that, you know, Count Luis's vision and ours have enough in common?
I thought we were done talking about this. He's the reason we got this far. A couple of parapus orphans. Nobody else wants us. Nobody cares about us. We'd be nothing without Count Luis.
I know, Del, but he makes all them speeches about equality, but in the end, he's gonna leave the weak to die. I heard him talk about his ideal world, and it sounds like a world where we'd have died alone in the dirt. No Saint Rella to save us. Is that what we're fighting for?
Too late for that kind of talk, brother. Blood on our hands either way.
Hey! What are you two doing on your own? Come join the party! You'll miss the whole festival.
Lady Juna.
What's that look about? I know you're absolutely smitten with me, love, but you needn't be so tense about it.
Do you plan to kill Count Luis?
What are you talking about? He can't be killed anyway.
Lady Juna, I don't think your heart is with Count Luis anymore. Or maybe it never was. There's a side of you that you only show them. But us, starting to think we've never seen the real you.
Are you really so worried for Count Luis? He's the one who measures worth in power. So what would he think to hear you underestimating him?
He's good at reading people. I think he stares at them a lot, but he's really good at it.
So you don't actually work for Forden or nothing then? No ulterior motives?
I've been with Count Luis since before the race even started, haven't I? Ever since he was stripped of command.
Hey, Del.
I'm sorry if I made you worry. That's my fault. But trust me on this. I promise I'll make sure this world's got more to give you two than despair.
I saw it with my own eyes. That lance gets past the king's magic. That means it can kill a candidate. They were testing it among themselves, and Lady Juna was right there with them.
You serious? How are we supposed to report that to Count Luis?
Don't worry, it's my own problem. I told you to leave the thinking to me.
You know, I really like Lady Juna's songs, and I like seeing you listening to her when you get the chance. You got arm around your heart, Del, and her music pierces it. I don't want to kill Lady Juna. And you don't either, Del. Do you?
Bum, bum, bum. So tonight's our last night on the island. Tomorrow's a big day, so let's make sure we are plenty rested. I think we're very rested. Dude, that is getting crazy. What? Hold on. Wait. Atlas! I see what you're doing. Because now, this is reminding me of Tales of Fantasia. Only because I just recently played Tales of Fantasia. There was a situation like that in Tales of Fantasia. Was it Tales of Fantasia? It must have been Final Fantasy. I don't know. One of the two games. We were in a situation where we had to kill someone. I don't remember. You know what? Ignore me. This never happened. But no, like the story sounds like pretty familiar. The story of it, like so far, like it sounds really familiar. It sounds very familiar. I just can't put my finger around it.